The very well established tradition according to our sacred scriptures regarding the festivals of Lord Jagannath is that the Lord celebrates his birthday with Snan Yatra on Jyeshtha Purnima Tithi. This is Lord Jagannath's own commandment and which has been reflected in many scriptures, including scriptures written by Maharishi Vedvyasa, the Mahapuranas. Similarly, Lord Jagannath himself has declared that once in a year he will visit his birthplace, which is Gundicha Mandapam, on a yatra which we all know as Rath Yatra, beginning on Ashadha Shukla Paksha Dutiya Tithi, and it's a 9-day yatra. This is again the commandment of Lord Jagannath himself, especially in the Skanda Purana. And again this is reflected in other Puranas written by Maharishi Vedvyasa and other scriptures also. So this has been followed since ancient times in Purushottam Kshetra Puri, in Sri Mandira, and followed in all other temples in India and outside India also. However, we do find that in many ISKCON temples in India and outside India, Rath Yatra was being celebrated almost at random any time of the year. This is completely in violation of sacred scriptures and tradition. So we started a dialogue with the ISKCON that this is not good and they should follow the tradition and the scriptures. After a lot of discussion, in July 2021, the ISKCON Governing Body Council, which is in charge of the ISKCON affairs in India, took the decision, agreed with us and said that within India, Rath Yatra will be performed by ISKCON temples according to the scriptures and tradition, beginning with Ashadha Shukla Paksha Dutiya Tithi. But they said that regarding Rath Yatras outside India, it is the governing body commission which is in the Mayapur ISKCON headquarters which will take a decision. So we started discussing with the Mayapur headquarters, and on December 2nd, 2024, the ISKCON governing body commissioner chairman Guru Prasad Swamiji Maharaj came to Puri, and we gave our standpoint, our views very clearly to him. They also presented their viewpoints, and then it was suggested that a scholars meeting should take place to discuss the scriptural aspects of this issue. So on 20th March this year, a meeting was held in Bhubaneswar between the scholars of ISKCON and the scholars of Jagannath Temple Administration. And the views that were presented by ISKCON were thoroughly examined by our scholars of the temple administration. Over the last several months, with several sittings, they examined all the points raised by the ISKCON scholars and found that they were totally baseless, and they were contradicting the scriptures and the tradition. And they gave us almost 100-page report saying that Snan Yatra is to be celebrated only on Janmashtami Tithi, because only on Jyeshtha Purnima Tithi, because that is the Lord's birthday. We don't celebrate Sri Krishna Janmashtami, the Lord Krishna's birthday, on just any other day. We don't celebrate Sri Ramnavami on any other day except on the day specified in the scriptures. So also Ganesh Chaturthi. So they said that this is definitely the categoric decision of the scriptures and the tradition also. Similarly, Rath Yatra is to be performed only on Ashadha Shukla Paksha Dutiya Tithi for 9 days. Outside these 9 days, there cannot be any Ratha pulling. No Rath Yatra is possible of Lord Jagannath. There are so many Rath Yatras happening of different deities in different temples in India. They all are performed according to their own tradition. In the south, we have got so many big Rath Yatras happening of the deities, whether it's Lord Vishnu or Lord Shiva. So each deity has got his own tradition, and that is followed. So similarly, Lord Jagannath has got his own tradition, and that is followed in Jagannath Sanskriti. So this is what has been brought out to them in this 100-page report, which was sent to them this morning through email and through courier. And we will be circulating it widely, and we have presented to the press today, which clearly vindicates the stand of the temple administration and demolishes all the grounds which the ISKCON authorities or the scholars have been trying to state to justify Rath Yatra around the year outside India. So all those grounds have been totally demolished by our scholars as being unjustified and not acceptable and as being contrary to scriptures and tradition. We hope that the ISKCON will take cognizance of these findings of the scholars and the scriptures, and we will hope that a quick decision is taken, because this has been prolonged. This this very sensitive and vital matter has been going on for decades, causing a lot of discontent among devotees. The sentiments, the religious sentiments of Jagannath Premi devotees all around the world is being hurt, and we expect that the ISKCON will realize the gravity of the situation and take a proper decision very soon.
So you have given 30 days. You have given 30 days.
One
doesn't follow those things. You should explore the MEA option, Government of India MEA option to control those who are celebrating in other states of United States, like in Philadelphia. And you said, beside this, what will be the last resort? Is it the legal course of action, sir?
As I mentioned in the press conference, Snana Yatra of Lord Jagannath this year was celebrated in almost 40 ISKCON temples around the world outside the prescribed tithi. Similarly, Rath Yatra has up till September has been performed in 68 locations around the world in ISKCON temples outside the prescribed tithi. We will not leave any stone unturned. After this presentation to the ISKCON GBC, we will of course hope that they discuss and take a favorable decision, but we will explore all avenues and all possibilities to make ISKCON understand the urgent need of following tradition and scriptures. We will not leave anything undone.
So you will not shy away from legal course?
The legal course will be the last resort, because that is time taking. As I mentioned, the ISKCON is a spiritual religious organization, and we are talking of religion and spirituality. It cannot be without following the scriptures or tradition. There can be no religion in the world which will contradict their own scriptures and tradition. So what has been put forward before ISKCON is completely according to the scriptures and tradition, and if they are a religious spiritual organization, I'm sure they will give it a lot of weightage and credence.
So can we call this document, 100-page document, which are based on scriptures, can we call this an ultimatum to the ISKCON?
Yes, so far as the dialogue is concerned and the discussion is concerned, this is the ultimate. We are not having any more discussions or any more dialogues with them, because this has gone on for the last 20 years or more. So now it's for them to decide, and we will circulate the soft copy of this document, a 100-page document, to all the media. Please go through it, because this exhaustively and comprehensively destroys or dismantles all the grounds taken by ISKCON of celebrating Rath Yatra and Snana Yatra on random days of the year outside India, and brings out the true and the authentic tradition of Lord Jagannath and findings and the decisions of the scriptures.
Thank you, sir.